All right, we'll go ahead and get started. So welcome to this week's strength press class. Going to get in and out as usual. Today we're going to focus on lower body. Terry, I'm just going to go ahead and make sure you're muted just so there's no sound coming through. All right, good. So focusing on lower body today, we'll get started with a warm-up and then we'll get into our actual workout for the day. So first up, let's just go for body weight squats. And at the bottom, try to drive into your ankles a bit. Keep your feet flat on the ground. We're just trying to drive some ankle mobility. A few times each side, and then come out of the squat. We'll do that 2 more times. Hang out down there as long as you want, as long as you need to. Going for 1 more. Okay, from there, we're going for some body weight RDLs. So feet right underneath your hips, toes straight ahead, hands on your thighs. Push those hips back, keep that back nice and straight. Go down to about mid-shin and come back up. Hopefully feeling a good stretch in those hamstrings. Let's get 2 more. Last one. Okay, from there, wide stance. We're going lateral squats, 3 each side. All your weight on the side you're squatting to. Drive back to the center. Hit that other side. Stay in this wide stance, arms out to the side. We're going alternating toe touches, also 3 each. Hand to opposite foot. All right, picking it up on these last 2 warm-up moves, we're going to do skips, standing in place. So start driving your knee in opposite arm, kind of like you're just marching. Start to pick it up a bit, and then when you're ready, go for a skip in place. Okay, from there, finishing off 10 jumping jacks, and then we're getting into today's workout. 8, 9, and 10. All right, so for today, we're going to be doing 2 circuits. All of them, or both of them, we're going to focus on lower body. We'll have 3 moves, 35 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and 10 laps. So for circuit 1, we got a goblet squat, but we're going to do 1.5 reps. So when you squat down, you're not just going to come straight out. Instead, you're going to squat down, come up about halfway, go back down, and then come up. So each rep is really 1.5. We'll be doing that for 35 seconds. Next move is just a traditional RDL. So dumbbells in both hands, just like in the warm-up, push those hips back, drive the hips forward, of course, keeping our back flat. And then focusing a little bit more on our core here for our 3rd move, we'll hop to the floor, bird dog. So legs up at 90, arms to the ceiling, breathe in. As you exhale, opposite arm, opposite leg, focusing on keeping that core tight. All right, let's get it. First circuit. We got 10-second countdown, then we're getting into it. 1.5 squats up first. All right, let's go. So down, up halfway, back down, come up. You definitely start to feel these a lot more in the quads when you do them this way. Make sure you're still controlling it. We don't want to bounce too much. Five seconds. Okay, 10 seconds. Going straight into that RDL when we hear the buzzer. Get those feet right underneath your hips, toes straight ahead. Let's go. Driving those hips at the top. Ten more seconds here. Okay, make your way to the floor. Make sure you got room in front of you and behind you for your arms and legs. Get those legs up at 90 degrees. Arms to the ceiling. Let's go. Tight core. Opposite arm, opposite leg reaches out as far as you can. Come back to the center. You should be exhaling as you're lowering your legs and arms. Try to get in that unison there. That one done. Back to the feet. Goblet squats. Or in this case, I'm holding 2 in a front rack for some more weight. Either way, though, 1.5 reps. Make sure you're driving through your entire foot. Those heels shouldn't be coming off the floor. Those toes shouldn't be coming off either. All right. Right back to RDLs now. Get ready. In position. Go for it. Just feeling a good stretch in those hamstrings by the time you get to the bottom. At the top, when you drive those hips through, squeeze your glutes. Back to the floor. Bird dogs. Finishing off lap 2 here. All right, go for it. Take your time with these. Okay, one more lap here. Then we move on to our second lap of the day. Okay, last set of squats, let's go. Make sure you're keeping that torso nice and upright here. We just want to be bending at the knees, our hips stay right underneath us. Okay. 2 more moves here. Got about 5 seconds before we start those RDLs. Go for it. 5 seconds. Okay. Down to the floor last time. Let's get set. All right. Five seconds. And rest. Okay, grab some water if you need to. I'll go ahead and demonstrate our next moves while we rest. All right, so 3 new moves. Still focusing on lower body here. First up is just alternating lunges, reverse or traditional forward. So here or just stepping back. Stepping back can be easier on the knees if you like that. Then we're going single leg RDL. 1 foot in front, other leg just behind. My toes are about right behind my heel. And we're just doing an RDL, but all the way to that front leg now. Back leg just a kickstand. We'll do 1 lap on one side, lap 2 on the other, and then lap 3, we'll switch halfway. And then last, we're doing a hip thrust. So on our backs, heels dug into the ground here, just thrusting our hips up, squeezing the glutes. If you want some additional resistance, go ahead and grab a dumbbell and put it across your hips and go right there. All right, so those are our 3 moves. Alternating lunges, single leg deadlifts, and hip thrusts, weighted or unweighted. Let's do it. For these lunges, you can go body weight too, of course. You don't have to have dumbbells in your hand. Going for it. All that weight on that front foot, driving back. Try to get down 90 and 90, both front and back legs. Five more seconds here. All right. Drop one of those dumbbells. Choose a side. Whatever leg's up front, dumbbells in the opposite hand. And we're going single leg deadlift. Same form pretty much. Pushing those hips back. Feeling it primarily in that hamstring of the front leg. Make sure you're not rounding back still. And make your way to the floor. Hip thrusts. Grab that dumbbell if you want. And go for it. Focusing on the glutes here, and of course the core. Both of those should be tight at the top, and even before you drive up. Give it a good 1, 2, 3 seconds at the top. Hold that position, slowly lower. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. Get ready for some alternating lunges. Go for it. sure you're breathing, coming up on that 5-second mark. Okay. Single leg RDLs coming up, opposite side this time. Whatever foot's up front, dumbbell on that opposite hand. Let's go. One or two more. Back to the ground. Hip thrust coming up. Get set. All right, let's go. Controlling your descent. Don't let those hips bang off the ground. And final lap of the day coming up. On our feet. Last time we're hitting these moves. Let's go, alternating lunges. Power through these three. Got a brief warm up and we're done. Or cool down, I should say. All right, we're going half and half this time on our RDLs. So halfway through, we'll switch it up. Start either side. Let's go. Couple more on this side and switch it. Last but not least, hip thrust. Finishing it off here. All right, go. Last 5 seconds. Get one last one in. All right. And that's a wrap. Just got our cool down. We'll start here on the floor. Just butterfly stretch. Get those feet together. Drag those heels in as close as you can. Focus on inhaling to the nose, exhaling to the mouth, driving those knees to the floor. All right, make your way up to your feet now. We're gonna go for a quad stretch. So if you need to, grab one something sturdy. If you don't need that, we're just grabbing our toes, driving our knee to the floor, focusing on that quad. Hit that other side now, same thing. And then lastly, go wide stance here. And we're just gonna bend over and hang, letting everything decompress. Let your shoulders protract, let your spine relax, let your neck relax. Okay, that's it for today's class. Hopefully you guys got a good workout in.
Thank you, Mike.
Yep, see you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Good class. Thank you. Bye.